Let's see though, what's gonna happen in this game. Edok on a new different hero by now.
This is interesting, man. On the Kaja, against a Kufra, against an Edith, both can kind of stop you from dragging your teammate too far away. Especially with the Beatrix being so vulnerable, I'm fully expecting a Purify, but will that be enough? Right? Will the Purify alone be enough to try and survive from the Alpha rush forward with the true damage, with the Aurora making a play knowing that the Beatrix is relatively immobile? There's a lot of ways for this game to go for both the side of Rebellion and RRQ. It comes down to the execution. And when it comes down to the wave clear and rotation, I gotta say, I think RRQ has this, man.
Yeah, that control ability just speaks volume, man. 8.0 compared to 5.2. A whole different composition here for the second bout of these two teams with a lot of history. The OG Kingslayer Rebellion Esports has to do a lot more in this game number 2 if they want to play a game 3. And it's going to be RRQ Hoshi versus Rebellion Esports.
Rebellion Esports, will they be able to retain that moniker? The Kingslayers, they were able to take down the Sky Kings, and next maybe the Kingdom itself, opting to last season, of course. But now, as the junglers, they will try to march and clear their waves. How will the vision of this game pan out, Arashi?
When it comes to clear and AoE, the early game I think really favors RRQ, man. The hailstones coming in from Rins definitely does a lot of damage. Audi going for some information in the orange buff, and the Litho actually is relatively untouched by both junglers here. So Susujin is going for the faster clear with the Alpha, and he will be able to get the Litho with the help of Rins. Looking at the emblem by IndyHome, by Telkomsel, Biception. Weapon mastery here for Matt. He wants to take this to the late game to try and match the damage output of Skylar. A bold move for sure, but when it comes down to it, less tenacity is in the hands of Rebellion. So they're trying to match the movement speed with the agility and the Winner's Blessing. Look at the Frosty Winds though.
Here they go, Matt under pressure, and there goes the Rotor Impact, and the Spear of Alpha connects. Skylar gets the first blood, ODCS next. That's the operational target for RRQ, but they will be enough. And opting to just take down that gold later.
What a play by Susujin to try to bait out all the tools coming in from Matt and to finally seal the deal with the Spear of Alpha. Skylar immediately getting massive value from the turret gold. As Matt comes back to try and do something, to try and get some control, but RRQ, they have the clear advantage and they are using it.
Yep, they pulled the trigger first. Beautiful sandwich from the Kingdom, but Matt, at that time, I believe he actually misclicked the flicker to the wall. That's why hands didn't really move an inch from his original position. And now, RRQ, they have a better composition for a total setup. This time around, they won the first game. They also won the first neutral objective game. Now, let's see what's gonna happen.
Yeah, the Mighty Eater just helping down, taking away the turtle. And there goes Cars trying to pop the hammers left and right. Tyron with the air shatter and the onwards, the chain as well, trying to lock him in place. But Cars gets Edok, and there they go with the trade. 1 for 1 still enough. Dominance Descent there to just give an extra damage currently from Sway Low, but they will disengage and they will probably go for a second turtle dance. This time around, Rebellion does have the upper hand.
They also have the...
No, what?
Whoa!
Out of nowhere, and the Divine Judgment there goes into Sway Low rather than Tsujin. Tsujin gets taken down. Ryota trying to pop the Retribution, and he gets it. Tyron having to tank all the damage given by Rebellion Esports, and the Blue Bulls, they strike back.
Winning the first objective of the game, but what the hell just happened in the bottom lane? It's not supposed to be like that. They're supposed to play the gold lane safely, but Mad once again falls. 0-0. 0 kills so far in the match.
It's just Skylar things, bro. Using a late game hero to get a snowball going in. What more do you want? As Edok charges up, Matt is definitely in danger, but you look at the pickoff game earlier. Ooh, aggression coming from Rebellion.
Flicker forward, Susujin doesn't have the Spear of Alpha, and there goes the Frigid Glacier, but Ryota does get Susujin. Now Tyron trying to pop up the Earth Shatter. Rens will bite back towards Ryota. ODCS looking to push his issue towards Tyron. Tyron has the Earth Shatter, and the onwards not enough. As Cars will take down the XP later of RRQ, as Matt under enough pressure to just waver his control off that turret bottom side.
Skylar, man, we thought that, you know, right now he's on the back seat. He's not really controlling the game anymore, but when he's asked to do it, he's gonna deliver 2 games with a ton so far, and it's looking really good. Just like the audience prediction, 92-10. That is a lot of difference there.
Absolutely one-sided for this game. INDONESIA, though, does he spot it? Audi has been doing a great job going for the pickoffs with the Divine Judgment. And Sway Low himself is doing a lot of a better job matching the impact of Rins when it comes to the rotation. Sujin has been invaded, has been disturbed in his own jungle. But for RRQ, they're willing to trade that off for that gold lane dominance. Will that pay off, though? If Skylar can free hit in the fights, that is possible. Look at Dyron, though, starting a play for Sujin.
Onward with the Spear of Alpha as well. The penalty zone will lock them in place, but Cars already dropping down so low. And the honorary impact will connect as Cars having to bite the bullet of getting ganked by 2 players of RRQ.
Oh, hang on a minute. They made a play on the opposite side of the map, so Rebellion immediately go for the turtle, and they get it in exchange for Cars. I guess it's a great play by Cars there to kind of double down and buy some time to get the neutral objective. But as a result, Dyron is bashing on this turret, trying to get an advantage. INDONESIA with a great amount of scouting. Get this, a cape on the Kufra, man. He's been doing a great job staying out of vision in this game.
Yeah. And Rebellion Esports so far a much more competitive game compared to game number 1. And I feel like it has to do something. ODCS.
Tyrant's Rage connects towards ODCS. He has to fly away with the Nibiru's Passion as well. Divine Judgment towards INDONESIA. But the entropy by Skylar moving forward. Setsujin in the back line, trying to catch towards way low. Dominate's Descent able to be popped up, and Setsujin having to flee in the crime scene as INDONESIA trying to fish for more. INDONESIA connects the jump towards way low. And Sway Low this time doesn't escape death.
Give this man an initiator. He's gonna initiate. He's gonna get you the kills. Serve it up on a silver platter. INDONESIA so far. A great show, a great performance against Rebellion Esports. RRQ up 1.3.
Don't forget to redeem the code in the GoPay app to get a 50% cashback voucher. GoPay FTW.
For the win.
Only for the first 100 people. Don't miss out, because right now, RRQ, they're gonna increase the tempo to try and get control here. With 2 turrets taken out already, you can see the jungle becoming less and less secure for Rebellion to try and farm in. This final mid turret is what RRQ needs to crack open the whole map. But look at this on the top side.
Cars stuck in an no man's land penalty zone defensively. It flickers back and tries to run away from the RRQ kingdom. The players just onslaughting. Matt flickers forward, gets Dyron in that process, and there they go. ODCS locking INDONESIA in place. Ryota with the chains connects, and the Frigid Glacier is there. Spear of Alpha traded back. Setsujin not able to kill Ryota yet. And RRQ, they will try to disengage, but this time Rebellion, they go home with the advantages needed, losing Dyron and INDONESIA in the hands of RRQ.
Finally, Matt is on the board. They're 1-2-1 so far. And so far, I was gonna say that it's a much more competitive game because ODCS is on his hero, man. That Kaja doing work so far. Hasn't died a single time and getting some of the kills that Rebellion has towards his team. And now another turtle secured for the Rebels. A dominant display in the neutral objective game, 3 out of 3 against RRQ.
Seems like RRQ will be trying to let go of this turret, try and get something else in exchange. Already taking away the orange buff from Ryota. They might be able to get the second turret here, but Cars, the absolute menace, man. Such a problem for RRQ when they're trying to go for these trade-offs. Look at Rins.
What? Rins trying to survive for so long, but Swaylo gets taken. Or rather takes the life of Rins in that process, but Setsujin does trade it back. Swaylo pops the Dominator's Descent just to try to defend himself from RRQ's aggression.
What was that though? Audi didn't get to move at all. He was just ping-ponged like popcorn all over the place. Ryota with the Fight of Heaven though will be having a lot more damage here. If the fight does go the distance, or there is space for him to basic attack with those empowered extra magic damage basic attacks. But RRQ, they're waiting for a moment and they have a chance to try and go for something in the mid lane. The mid tower is definitely where all eyes are on right now. 50 seconds till the next Lord means that both teams are just waiting for a chance, and INDONESIA makes the first move.
Oh, he jumps forward, Tyrant's Rage connects towards Cars, but no follow-up. The chains does put INDONESIA in place, and he can't really move that much. But the entropy by Skylar, just trying to pop it defensively, and Ryota for an assassination, but they will disengage. Holy Crystal for Skylar.
Well, apparently Matt is still playing a Beatrix like a Moskov, doing work in the far lane. And that might be the original game plan for Rebellion, even if they were using a Beatrix. This is very interesting, man. And slowly but surely, Rebellion takes control of the game. 300, 200 gold lead. It's not really much, you know, but it's honest work after what happened in the early game. Now the gold swung towards the Rebels.
There's just a big difference when it comes to the side lane survivability. Dyron against Cars. Look at Edok though, trying to get out. Lethal was secured by Rebellion as well, so the vision game favors them quite heavily. Look at this play though, screening for the Lord, but Cars once again just moves forward. He knows he's too tanky to be shut down.
They do screen the Lord. Edok caught, but the penalty zone connects towards the backline. Skylar will entropy backwards, but Sutsujin does get the kill towards Cars, and the Lord now in the hands of Rebellion! The turnaround! They're able to slay it down in RRQ! They lose their grasp of the big elephant in the room, and that is the Lord!
Beautiful response by the Rebels. They knew that something is wrong and actually goes to the Lord pit and gets what they want.
Oh, there you go, Edok with the divine judgment, but Matt is on fire now. Sutsujin caught stuck in the wrong and a hard place. Rin's able to get Ryota, but on a very, very low HP. Will Rebellion re-aggress as ODCS just trying to farm for an angle. Skylar is so aggressive in that mid lane.
When we thought it was over, they were actually able to make a play over and over again. Usually after you get the Lord, the tempo, the tension just died down, but another kill secure in this match. About almost in 1k gold lead for Rebellion Esports, Rashi.
It's still only about 1k gold lead, and you have to remember, in the late game, this Natan is a massive problem, along with the Alpha. You're seeing the true damage trying to stack up, but Sutsujin forced to back away. RRQ will be trying to play the safe game, trying to clear this Lord out, and maybe save the turret passive even. Might be too much to ask for, though.
Oh, they saved it.
Wait, actually, they did save it.
Yeah, they're saving it.
That's massive value for RRQ, but now it's back to the waiting game, where for Rebellion, Cars has just been an absolute menace here. He's the main frontline that can't really be melted down. The moment RRQ get enough items, though, to really shut him down, I feel like this game is going to have a massive swing in momentum.
Yep, game fact by aplikasi baru GoPay throughout the ODCS's career.
Wait, you have to wait for it because there goes the Divine Judgment. Edok in the backline, but there you go, Cars again and again with the penalty zone, trying to rattle the backline of RRQ. Swaylo gets Rins, and there they go with the trade unconditionally. Matt does get Sutsujin in place, and Dyron escapes, and he lives to tell the tale, but it's gonna be a bitter one for RRQ.
On cue, Rashi, you mentioned Cars tanking the damage. And also the engage, the response is instant.
It's just so unfortunate that the engage from Edok did not land. A massive miss there allows Rebellion to have the advantage and one more turret. 42 seconds until the next Lord. RRQ, they gotta pick and choose their fights carefully. I dare say, they might wanna send Dyron out in the front first and allow Edok to really find and pick and choose that engagement. Because every time the Divine Judgment is used onto Edok, RRQ are just having a difficult time trying to match that presence. They either have to stop ODCS, or they gotta try and stop Matt from channeling that full-on mid-laner's passion.
There's still something that you have to look forward or like look out for RRQ, because Sutsujin and Skylar is up about 1k gold lead from their each counterpart against Rebellion Esports, so the damage dealing potential from RRQ is still there. The question is, once again, Edok, can you make the thing happen? Because so far the engages is on towards ODCS, on towards Cars.
Oh,
what's gonna be? Oh, it's gonna be a blitz.
Oh my goodness, they get the Lord. Dyron tries to counter-engage, and again shrouded in secrecy. Rebellion Esports quietly get the Lord. RRQ left with their pockets empty.
The game slipping out from the fingers of RRQ here. It's looking so good, and they do have the damage. But when it comes to the decisiveness, Rebellion are just outmaneuvering RRQ, man. They're doing everything. They're so much faster, so much quicker. And now with the scouting here, they're gonna immediately zone RRQ out of their own jungle and make this a base fight. With Skylar, with Rins, there's a lot of wave clear still, but Rebellion will definitely make a play happen.
Yeah, the Lord marching into the fray here. Turret number 1 in that mid lane, rather. The base turret will be able to just stand tall because they defended pretty well. And this time, Rebellion Esports, they're waiting for the timing to just jump in. Scars will be the front man to deal with the turret this time around. The RRQ hold! ODCS with the pull and Madness get Dyren as he's able to stack up and rack up the kills. He is the most wanted man in Land of Dawn, but Edok will jump in and the Spear of Alpha is there as Rins will follow up the kill. And our Rebellion Esports, they're forced to flee away. RRQ hold their castle gates.
I thought Kufra was supposed to be the counter for a Kaja Arashi, but Odyssey, yes, so far, the game fact earlier, he's racked up 8 out of 9 wins in MPL Indonesia. This is the reason why this guy is so much of a menace on this initiator.
It's also the difference between the Edith and the Terizla. The fact that Audi can just wait for cars to pull the trigger and then go for an adaptive play. Edith can't really do the same kind of deal. Dyren can't really engage from that far away. He's relying on being more survivable, which is exactly why you're seeing Edok sometimes frontline for the whole team right here. They're just losing out when it comes to engage range.
Yep. And now you can already see some of the maybe solution that RQ might be able to offer. Rinse on the skirmish earlier in the bottom lane. He was able to kind of cover for Edok when he went for the Tyrant's Revenge and Rage. So maybe just let Rinse just go with one of the frontliners to check the bushes. That might be the reason or like the solution for the Kingdom.
RRQ, they don't really have instant engagers. Most of their initiations, their engagers are telegraphed. You know, the Kufra jump, the Earth Shatter coming in from Dyren will, you know, it's going to be very easy for Rebellion Esports to sense the initiation. So of course, Rebellion can just pace themselves, zone out. The players of RRQ not let them jump into the backlines because again, they don't have that instant backline access except from Edok, you know, with the Tyrant's Rage and the bouncing ball jumping into the backline of Rebellion Esports.
I'm wondering if there's going to be a change in the itemization, because an Athena shield or something to really stave off that burst damage will be so beneficial for RRQ right now. If they can survive the initial pickup attempt, they have a chance. But look at Edok.
There goes Edok with the Tyrant's Rage. Counterplay by Rinse with the hail, but not yet able to just flee away and erase the players of Rebellion Esports. They're still trying to blitz around the Lord. It takes 2 to tango, and this time RRQ doesn't want to dance.
That was a lot of resource, by the way, on towards Cars, and he's already full HP. They want to blitz this. Rio's already half HP on the Lord. Dyren!
Flicker onwards, and they pop! The penalty zone connects, but Skylar does get the kill, and ODCS will engage forward. Edok still jumping in the backline. Jin does get Ryota, and ODCS alongside Cars, and it's way low. Running for the hills. Once again, the Kingdom, they turn the tides around.
RRQ gives them an opportunity and they're gonna absolutely capitalize, man. Matt caught lacking, caught slipping. Dyren, the man, just beautifully engaged towards the DPS, was the most important member of Rebellion.
That was one of their only win conditions. Take out the Beatrix, remove the damage source from the side of Rebellion. And RRQ found it out of nowhere, and they get the Lord as well. If you thought that they can defend against the Lord so easily, they can play with the Lord easily as well. The AoE from Rebellion is limited only to the penalty zone. Audi can get one person, but it's only one. If RRQ can move together as a team right here, or even orchestrate a 3-way push, this could be a very tough situation for them to try and get out of.
Odyssey, yes, he has to somehow replicate what Dyren does towards Matt. This time around, though, towards Skylar, that's so far in the faces of a Kaja, in the faces of a Terizla, is still on a 0 death. The exact KDA in the first game. Skylar playing really, really safely so far. Like, how do you go about this? You have a lot of peel also in Dyren and Edok, and now the Lord is about to crash in the bottom lane.
Yeah, this Lord just marching, knocking in the doorsteps of Rebellion Esports. RRQ, they don't want to overstay their welcome. ODCS misses the Divine Judgment, and now without an initiation tool, RRQ might just try to expose this base onto themselves. Cars jumping in, but Edok with the Tyrant's Rage, and Cars having to bite back. But Dyren just jumps in, forward with the Primal Wrath, the Crystal exposed, and RRQ looking to initiate the comeback, but Cars with the penalty zone, still enough to hold the line. The Rebellion Esports, Jin down, Skylar still above, and the Crystal falls down. RRQ initiate